Hey everybody, it's Vanessa here and welcome to my dyslexic life. So today I'm actually going to talk about putting petrol in your car. Now this is a topic which for me I get a lot of grief about because I often leave putting petrol in my car to the very last minute, till I am literally flying on fumes before I get to a petrol station. And I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, why do I do that? What is it? And I realized there were two different things that happen. So the first one is, often because of my dyslexia, my time management isn't always the best. And I've got so much better after doing time in one of my Davis programs, but I often only allow the time that I need to get somewhere. So I know a lot of dyslexics fall into two camps. Either they're really, really, really late all the time, or they're kind of early. And I would say I used to be late all the time. I'm now no longer late all the time, but I still don't factor in things like getting petrol on the way somewhere. So I will need to be at an appointment at 1 o'clock and I won't factor in that I have to get petrol in my car, and actually I need to allow 10 minutes for that. So I think that's one reason. That's one reason why I always don't have much petrol in my car. So the second reason though is distance. I have no concept of distance. So I'm going to show you, let me just work out how to turn this around. Not that one. Okay, I'm just going to turn it around like this. So here you can see my display, and I'm in the red of the petrol. So that doesn't really tell me that much, does it? I mean, even if you've got a digital display, or even if it's not digital and you kind of have that needle going down, we all know that there's that. It says it's kind of empty, but we know there's more petrol in the tank, right? And with cars that have, the digital display, you can often tell. So I'm just going to move my display. So here we go. So my display is telling me, can you see that? I've got 68 kilometers. Okay, so there's my display showing me that I've got 68 kilometers. Now that to me seems loads. It seems loads and loads and loads. Like 68 kilometers just seems such a big distance for me. So I don't really have a concept of how far 68 kilometers is, or how much I can drive for 68 kilometers. And a lot of the trips that I do are quite short. So quite often I'm only driving 5 kilometers or 10 kilometers. And I think that's what hit me, is I have no concept of the distance. So if you said to me, how far can 68 kilometers get you? Well, I'd think like quite a long way, to the next kind of town on the map, where in actual fact, that's probably like 100 kilometers, and 68 is obviously not going to get you there. But it just really got me thinking about, I know that two red petrol lights actually means I've got quite a lot. And so then what happens is I leave it. So that 68 kilometers goes down and down and down and down, and then I'm at 13 kilometers. And I was talking about this with my son the other day, and he's like, Mum, how could you drive anywhere with only 13 kilometers of petrol? And I'm like, well, 13 kilometers is quite a long way. See, once again, I didn't have that understanding of distance. And, he made a really good point. He's like, but what happens if the gauge is a bit wrong, or it's not working properly and you don't actually have 13 kilometers? So yeah, I just thought it was really interesting, because when I think about why do I leave it so long when I need petrol, and it really comes down to that distance. I don't have a good sense of the distance, and to me 68 kilometers seems like a lot, 20 kilometers seems like a lot, 13 kilometers seems like a lot. 2 kilometers, I know that's not very much. Yeah, so that's how my dyslexia certainly affects me putting petrol in my car. So I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll speak to you again soon.